Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of our Peggy Bros. I'm Paul.
I'm Nick.
And on this show, we tell you the stuff you need to know about the albums we like to talk about. The first album we're actually going to cover is, Nick?
2112 by Rush, their fourth album.
Fourth album, and a lot of people will say that it's kind of the album that took them to stardom. Before we start with the album, we're actually going to go into the background of how the album was kind of formed and how that happened. So Ray Daniels was the band's manager at the time. He knew that Mercury Records, the record label that Rush was with, was actually going to drop them. So he went to Mercury and was like, "Don't drop them, man. They have some great stuff coming up. It's going to be radio friendly, the whole kit and caboodle."
People love singing along, all
those,
sorts of shit like
those
that.
choruses that people just love to get behind and yell. And when he went to them at the time, Rush literally had written zero. They had nothing prepared. And he just flat out lied to them and was like, "They have this coming." So after that, Ray went to Rush and said, "Hey, I got you this deal, but we need some stuff that's radio friendly and just will get the people going and really start to fund Rush's next projects." Rush heard that, and
they said, "Fuck that. We're going to go down blazing if we're going to go down."
Yeah, exactly.
They just doubled down on the prog.
Yeah, so during their tour on Crest of Steel, they actually wrote all the songs for 2112 just in the tour bus.
Majority on acoustic instruments, I think.
Yeah,
why there's so much acoustic guitar on the album.
Oh, definitely. Just on tour buses, in the hotels, anything like that. And that was the background that really fueled, 2112.
Yeah, Neil Peart would write lyrics down, and then Lifeson and Geddy Lee would just write music that they think went along well with the poetry that Neil Peart had written on the tour bus.
Exactly. So that kind of gets us into the first song.
The majority of the album.
Yeah, a 20-minute space opera epic that has concepts loosely based on the book Anthem by
Ayn Rand.
Yeah, Ayn Rand. So Neil had read the book and got the whole band to read the book as well, and that was the catalyst that kind of stirred the thought process of 2112.
Mm-hmm. The album, the song 2112 opens with like a 2.5 minute long segment.
Yeah. That
is basically just Rush covering the song Overture 1812 by Russian composer Pyotr Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
Definitely pronounced that wrong.
So, yeah, this is a 2.5 minute just all instrumental except for the single line at the end, which is Matthew 5:5.
And the meek shall inherit the earth. After that really soft intro to the album, it transitions into one of the harder hitting songs on the whole album, or segments on the whole album.
Oh yeah,
Temple of Syrinx. This is also our introduction, I suppose, to the narrative of the album as well, since we're finally getting lyrics.
Yeah, this is that, and it kind of sets the scene of this world, this dystopian future, whatever you want to call it. There's this Star Federation that funds the priests of Syrinx, who are caretakers of this world, and they have outlawed any sort of creativity in the world. And then it gets into the next song, which is Discovery, which
is about our protagonist, our unnamed protagonist, the nude man from the cover.
Yeah.
Should be noted that the star on the cover is the Star Federation's logo as well. It's our hero from the cover just wandering through the woods, enters a cave, and what mystical, magical device does he find inside?
I couldn't tell you.
It's got wires that vibrate.
What could that be? So he picks this strange instrument up with wires that vibrate and proceeds to bang out one of the best guitar solos in rock and roll history at the end of that song. After that, he finds this and says, "Hey, I'm gonna take this to the priest, the
this
overlords."
is pretty awesome. Music's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The overlords of this world, and hey, I got this sweet, kick-ass new instrument or device with wires that vibrate, and they instantly shut him down. They
really shit
yeah,
on him.
they trash him hard. They just say, "You are trying to end the world. You're bad for society," and they take it and destroy it. And that's that.
Following that segment, we transition into the dream, or dream,
Yeah, Dream is what it's called.
where our protagonist is just super depressed that his entire society and culture just hates this thing